Hey, I'm here to do a tarot card for the week on video for a change. Once again, well, it's actually for the weekend and the coming week after that. I'm not in the mood for writing anymore. I've done a lot of typing this week just with readings. So what I've pulled is actually quite interesting because it really reflects a lot of the things going on in the world and also what I've been reflecting on. And we have the Seven of Wands, which if you have a look at it, there's a lot of resistance and strain there, which is actually a perfect reflection for what's going on. There seems to be a lot of tension politically, even on a lower level. I watch it with people, even in the vegan world, attacking each other, taking each other down, resisting each other, which goes totally against the movement, in my opinion, which is meant to be about peace and not doing any harm, which is my reason for wanting to be there. So I look at Donald Trump, a wall. He wants to build a wall. Now, I was born in Germany, and when I was a child, I met my great-grandmother once because of a wall. She was allowed over once, and the rest of her family were held to ransom to make sure she went back. That wall was not a harmonious, loving, kind thing to do for anybody on either side of it. And once they finally tore it down, the economic impact was huge to try and get everything sorted out again. So I think it's complete insanity, and the only reason all of it is happening is to wake up. Please, people, wake up and realize that we don't need to live like that. I've seen it in the people around me, tearing each other apart and fighting at times. Just wake up and realize you're not here to prove anything to anybody else. Just live your life, your way. Stand strong in that, but you don't need to defend it. You are who you are. Stand clear in that. Don't let people push you around by any means. I mean, look, there's a positive to that. He's not going to let anybody tell him how to live his life. But so he's not into power and control battles. He's saying, hey, look, back off. This is how I live my life. If you don't like it, clear out. So it's a good indicator that it's time to bring your attention back into yourself. Don't worry so much about what everybody else is doing. Be clear in who you are. Stand for something, or you'll fall for anything, as the saying goes. Stand for what's true for you, for your own truth. If you work in a place where people are bullying or overpowering each other or playing nasty games, it's probably a good idea to look at some other options, because it's just not healthy, and you'd have to be pretty amazing to be able to put up with that without it affecting you. I don't know, for me, I find that sort of carry on quite uncomfortable. And yeah, wake up is what I've been getting. Come on, people, wake up. Let's create a better world rather than bring everything to this. It's like everything's coming to a peak energetically. It's coming to a point where things are so loud and so in our faces, to make sure that we see it for what it is. I mean, I don't normally like to get too much into politics, but a person like Donald Trump, who's kind of sexist and judgmental and, to me, not wonderfully stable mentally, people voted for him. That blew my mind away. When he first stood, I thought, this is going to be a joke. Everybody's going to laugh at this man. But no, people voted him into power, and yeah, it's happened for a reason. It's happened for the one reason that I can see that indicates that it's time for things to turn up the volume and make people really, really look at what's going on, what's important, what matters, how to have a better, more harmonious life, how to live and let live, how to drop all those us and them barriers. We're all human, we're all the same in some ways. I used to say that to a friend of mine who was a little bit racist. I used to say, hey, we all hurt, we all cry when we lose somebody we love, we bleed, those things we all have in common. So, you know, our skin colour might be different or our religion might be different, but what makes us human and real is very, very similar. So, yeah, this whole influence I've seen here all around me and also in the card I've pulled is about being strong, being real, being confident. Don't let people push you around, but you don't need to make a song and dance about your own viewpoints either. If people don't like them, let them go. It's their problem. People will react. They will be reactive when people don't play the game and don't get involved in the dramas, but you have to do what's right for you. And that's the single biggest message here. Look at who you are, what you want to be, who you want to be, what you want to portray, and what's truly important to you in life. And then stand strong in that, but you don't need to fight. You, you just need to do it. And the people who can't cope with that will naturally bounce off you in the end. If you have strong boundaries and strong confidence in yourself, those sort of people just, yeah, they bounce off. They have nothing to manipulate in you because it's just not there. So, yeah, it's an interesting influence and I feel it's really appropriate. It's not the most lovely influence, the card I pulled, but I think it sort of matches what's going on out there quite well. You know, humanity is so caught in the illusion of separateness, of us and them, and that can't work in the long run because it doesn't create anything positive. It can't. Anything that creates a positive future is unity, oneness, realizing that that person standing there has a lot more in common with you than they have that's different. And that doesn't mean you need to let them walk all over you. You can kindly get out of the way and do your own thing. So, yeah, please, dear people, yeah, stand in your truth, stand tall in that. That's what we're here to do. Children do it naturally. 2-year-olds, no, I can do it. You know, they're pretty strong in that. They don't worry that other people might not like that. They don't get themselves turned inside out because they might get disapproved on. No, that gets learned usually a little bit later. So, yeah, it's time to unlearn that garbage and, yeah, stand tall and true and real in who you are. That doesn't need to require tension or jumping up and down. That's as simple as saying, no, I don't choose to be involved in this, or I don't want to be a part of this, and peacefully putting yourself into a better energy, walking away and choosing better environments and circumstances. So yeah, it's been a lot of that going on in all sorts of areas and places. I've had a lot of clients recently have massive changes in their lives and their relationships and their workplaces, and a lot of them are taking some really big leaps of faith by just going, no, I won't do this anymore, and walking off and following their own dreams. And that's so exciting to see. I just love that. So lots of love to you all. Have a beautiful week. Keep your eyes open and keep in touch with that inner truth that's inside of you. You don't have to go running around looking for it. That's in you and it always has been. So yeah, yes, Miss Cat has no doubts about that whatsoever. Do you? Come and say hi. Quick. Yes. There's Miss Feeny. She's just come in from the rain. She had a dog try and bully her this morning, so she chased him away. She's a very brave little being. So have a wonderful week. Bye.